Euphoria is finally back in production after what feels like an eternity. HBO officially announced that filming for season 3 has begun, but instead of excitement, the news was met with skepticism. Fans who once eagerly anticipated the next chapter of Rue's chaotic world are now questioning whether the wait was even worth it. This is a show that took the world by storm. Shocking storylines, stunning cinematography, and raw, emotional performances. But with years of silence, broken promises, and controversy, has Euphoria lost its magic? Many fans feel that the prolonged delay has drained the momentum, and HBO may be fighting an uphill battle to recapture the hype. So how did we even get here? Why did it take 3 years just to start filming? And more importantly, can Euphoria still deliver? Let's break it all down. The last time we got a new episode of Euphoria was in February 2022. At that time, HBO promised fans that Season 3 would be coming soon, initially aiming for a 2025 release. But soon, whispers of a possible 2026 premiere surfaced, leaving audiences frustrated and disillusioned. This wasn't just a case of scheduling conflicts or production hiccups. The delays felt endless, and HBO's vague responses only made matters worse. Fans grew tired of hearing the same promises year after year, and many began to check out entirely. Could a show that thrived on cultural relevance survive this long of a hiatus? If the delays weren't bad enough, the behind-the-scenes drama painted an even messier picture. At the center of it all, the show's creator and director, Sam Levinson. Sam Levinson has always been a polarizing figure, praised for his bold creative vision, but also criticized for his questionable storytelling choices. After the success of Euphoria, he attempted to recreate that magic with The Idol, a show that was supposed to be groundbreaking. But instead, it became one of HBO's biggest failures. The backlash against The Idol was brutal. Critics and audiences alike slammed it for being exploitative, incoherent, and lacking depth. The failure of The Idol led many to question whether Euphoria was ever as deep as fans initially thought. Was the show truly a masterpiece, or was it just beautiful cinematography and incredible performances carrying a weak script? The cracks in Levinson's storytelling were now undeniable. And unfortunately for him, Euphoria was about to face another massive hurdle, one that would shake the show to its core. Over the years, Euphoria's cast has grown into some of Hollywood's biggest names, but not everyone was eager to return. Barbie Ferreira, who played Kat, was the first to walk away, citing frustrations with how her character was handled. Fans saw it happen in real time. Kat went from a powerful, complex character in Season 1 to being completely sidelined in Season 2. Storm Reid, who played Rue's sister, initially seemed excited about Season 3, but her recent interviews suggest she might not be coming back either. And of course, the most devastating loss was Angus Cloud, who tragically passed away. His character, Fezco, was a fan favorite, and without him, many believe Euphoria will never be the same. With key cast members gone and tensions rising, fans started wondering, should Euphoria even continue? And if it does, how will they handle the absence of these beloved characters? Angus Cloud's death was heartbreaking, and his absence leaves a massive hole in the series. Fezco was one of the most beloved characters, bringing depth, humor, and an emotional core to the show. Now, the big question is, how will Euphoria handle his character's fate? Fans are already bracing themselves for disappointment. Many believe that if the show mishandles Fezco's storyline, there will be major backlash. Some have even argued that without Angus, the show shouldn't continue at all. HBO is walking a dangerous tightrope. They need to pay tribute to Angus in a respectful way while ensuring that the story still makes sense. If they fail, the criticism will be relentless. As if the delays and cast shakeups weren't bad enough, rumors about Season 3's storyline started surfacing, and they were wild. Reports claim that Sam Levinson was planning a 5-year time jump, with the characters now in their mid-20s. One particularly bizarre rumor suggested that Rue would become a private detective, which was quickly vetoed. Another idea had Zendaya's character becoming a surrogate mother, which fans found completely out of place. People weren't just skeptical, they were outright confused. These storylines felt disconnected from Euphoria's core themes. And instead of getting answers to unresolved plots from Season 2, it seemed like Levinson was more focused on reinventing the show into something unrecognizable. One of Euphoria's biggest strengths was its ability to capture the raw intensity of modern teenage life. It resonated deeply with Gen Z, influencing everything from fashion to music and even social media trends. But after 3 years away, is Euphoria still relevant? The cultural landscape has shifted. The hyper-stylized aesthetics and dark storytelling that once made Euphoria feel revolutionary are now being questioned. People are more critical of glorified trauma stories, and the show's intense focus on substance abuse and toxic relationships has faced growing backlash. The concern is that Euphoria might feel like a relic of a past era. If Season 3 fails to evolve with the times, it risks feeling outdated rather than groundbreaking. Levinson needs to prove that his show still has something important to say. Otherwise, Euphoria might struggle to find its place in today's media climate. Zendaya has always been Euphoria's heart and soul, but behind the scenes, her relationship with Sam Levinson seems to have changed. Once known for praising his vision, she's now noticeably careful with her words when discussing the show. In an interview, when asked about Levinson and Euphoria, Zendaya dodged the question and simply stated that she was committed to doing justice by Rue's character. Her vague responses only fueled speculation that her relationship with Levinson had soured. And then, a shocking claim surfaced. Levinson allegedly blamed Zendaya for the delays, accusing her of prioritizing her film career over Euphoria. Zendaya, however, shut that narrative down, making it clear that she had been available and waiting. Sydney Sweeney, another breakout star from the series, also felt the impact of Euphoria's delays. She had to turn down major projects, believing that filming would begin earlier. But when the delays dragged on, she took matters into her own hands, producing and starring in the hit romantic comedy Anyone But You. Sweeney's story highlights just how chaotic Euphoria's production has been. The uncertainty left cast members in limbo, forcing them to either wait or pivot to other projects. And in Sweeney's case, that gamble paid off. Now, as production finally moves forward, one thing is clear. Actors like Sweeney aren't just waiting around anymore. They're carving their own paths, and Euphoria may no longer be the top priority for them. With all these delays, exits, and controversies, the biggest question remains. Can Euphoria Season 3 actually work, or has the show already lost its magic? At this point, it's clear that HBO isn't giving up. They know that Euphoria is still a massive brand, and they're determined to see it through. But after everything that's happened, the pressure is higher than ever. If Season 3 doesn't deliver, it won't just be a disappointment, it'll be a disaster. Fans are already skeptical, and with so much uncertainty, the future of Euphoria has never been more fragile. So, is Euphoria's long-awaited return something to celebrate, or is it shaping up to be a train wreck? Fans are divided. Some are still hopeful, while others think HBO should have let it go. What's undeniable is that Euphoria is at a crossroads. If Levinson and HBO can pull off a powerful, well-written season, they might just redeem themselves. But if the delays, departures, and bizarre storylines result in a messy, disappointing season, Euphoria could go down as one of the biggest wasted opportunities in television history. What do you think? Is Euphoria Season 3 worth the wait, or should HBO have left it alone? Let me know in the comments.